iYAP, you yap, we yap together. iYAP, you yap, we yap together. iYAP, you yap, we yap together. Guys, at this point, there's no need for me to record an intro because I basically sing the intro every time. So the intro is always going to be unique because we're unique like that. Okay, so welcome back to the iYAP podcast. I am your guest, Megan. Your guest, Jesus. I'm your host, the yapper, the original yapper, the yap master, Megan Albright. And today I'm bringing you some tea because there's more tea to be spilled, guys. I got some feedback on the last episode from a few people here and there that were in a few scenes here and there. And they were just like, Megan, I was expecting more tea. And I had to tell them, I said, guys, listen, I do make videos and I am what I would say, I guess, a public personality. But like, I like to have a personal life. Like, I don't want to say everything that's happening in my life. You know, like people will be actually stalking you. So yeah, that's why I kept out some details. But I'm going to say a few things. As a man, if you try to toast a girl, for those who don't know what toasting means, if you try to check up a girl, you try to like walk up to a girl, and obviously she's not giving you signs that she's interested or that she wants you to flirt with her, please take the hint. Her mind will not change from you speaking to her for 1 hour or 30 minutes or 2 days, okay? It's like some things you know from the get-go. A no is a no. A no won't be a yes tomorrow. Yes, a no can be a yes tomorrow, but most times it is not. Like, for example, a situation where, let's say, a guy has made advances at you. Or guys, listen, this is an example of what I'm saying. You make advances at a girl and she's like, yeah, no, thank you. Especially if you ask directly, like, yo, dude, like, we want to like cuddle with me. And she's like, no, thank you. Okay. No thank you means no thank you today. It means no thank you tomorrow. It means no thank you next week. Because if she wanted to cuddle, she would. And she would say yes. And if she changes her mind, she will come to you. That's what I feel like. So if you're ever in a situation where you've said no to someone once, twice, or even just once is enough, and then let's say I set the scene, you guys are out drinking, blah, 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 and then you find out the next day that he kissed you, it's like, girl, speak up. Like, that's uncomfortable, you know, for anyone. Like, don't take advantage. It feels as if someone is taking advantage of you because it's like, I've already said no, so why would you kiss me just because we were drunk? Do you think that's because we were drunk? I changed my mind? My mind did not change. But anyway, that's enough. That was a little tea for something. So let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is going to be a debrief of the Young, Famous, and African Season 3. For those who don't know, Young, Famous, and African is basically a reality show. It's supposed to be giving Dubai bling, but in Africa, you know what I'm saying? Like the rich, like the big mummies and daddies in Africa. Yes, people who do music, people who do who are TV personalities, actresses, DJs, whatever, designers. So they come together, they hang out, they become friends. You know, basically like a reality show. And then we see what they do. So now, for those who haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil, but I'm going to spoil because this is a debrief, okay? So if you don't want to listen to the debrief, please leave. And before I get into it, guys, follow us. For those who are watching this for the first time, please make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify. We are called iYAP. I would love if you give us a 5-star review because we're doing great. Like, this is a one-man show for now, but you never know. 2025, we're going to higher heights, bigger, better, stronger, everything. So thank you all for the support. If you want to follow us on Instagram too, we are called iYAP2, which is iYAP TOO, because iYAP, you yap, we yap together. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys the names of the cast and a little bit about them. Then I'm going to get into my opinion about what I think about the season and their behavior and some advice to the women out there who can fall prey to men like Diamond Platinums. Do we say Diamond Platinum or Platinums? Because I don't understand why the Z is in the name. You know what I'm saying? I'm genuinely asking because I know people say like Platinums, but I'm like, do we actually have to say Platinums? Okay. Let's get into it, guys. So I'm going to read you guys the list of the cast members. So we have Kanye Mbao. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Don't come for me, okay? It's my first time. They don't say their last names on the show. But we have Kanye, who I know she's a TV personality. I don't know so much about her, but it says she's a South African actress and musician. And she's basically an all-around vibe, like, I just love her. She gives advice. She made a statement once which was like, yo, men will leave you in the desert without water. And that's true. And that's true. Not all men, but some men, they'll leave you in the desert. When there's no water, when you're thirsty, you ask for water, they're going to put their pinky in their mouth, touch their spit, and say, I still wouldn't give it to you. Be careful with the kind of man you talk to, okay? Then we have Zari. Zari she's the boss lady, okay? So she's called Zari the boss lady. So Zari is basically the baby mama. I don't know if she's the ex-wife or just the baby mama to Diamond Platnumz. Those who don't know who Diamond Platnumz is, he's the guy who sang, Comment ça va? Hey, comment ça va? Nana. But he's still a dog. Let's get into it. So Zari is Diamond's baby mama. Then we have Nadia. I know Nadia, I used to listen to her songs before, so I know she's a rapper. I don't know what else she does, but she's a Zimbabwean South African rapper. She's very pretty. She was standing on business in this season, guys. That's it. Then we have Swanky, who is from Nigeria. And he's a fashion designer. Look, he's always looking sharp, always looking nice. I don't know if he's the one who styles the cast, but he should, because he's that good. Then we have Diamond Platnumz. The universal African baby daddy. Like, this man, I don't think... Diamond Platnumz. I'll be back. Then we have Naked. So Naked is a DJ. Listen, if you're dating a man and it's been, 4 years, and he's still not sure if he wants to make you his wife, baby, scatter. Go somewhere else. Because there's some people, you meet them, they are sure from the first time they see you, like, okay, that's who I want to marry. Or they are sure that, okay, that person I want to be with for the rest of my life. I don't understand how a man can be with a woman for that long and still be unsure. Like, I've also seen situations on reality TV where someone has been dating a guy online for 11 years. 11 years! Like, if you had a child, that child is almost halfway through through adulthood. No, through childhood. Calm down, Megan. Damn. But 11 years, and you guys are just dating. How could you date for 11 years? Like, come on. So we have Naked, and Naked is dating, what's her name? Kaylee, yes. I don't know exactly what Kaylee does, but like, he's dating Kaylee, and they've been dating since season 1. Yeah. Then we have Andile. Andile was not so much on the last season right now. I don't know why. But yeah, we have Andile. Then we have Annie. Okay. Annie is the wife of Tu Baba. For those who don't know, Tu Baba, Two-Face. For those who don't know, he is a Nigerian, guess we'll call it a gem. Like, he's a gem. The musician too, but if you don't know who he is, check him out on YouTube or on Spotify. So now that you guys know the cast, let's get into the tea. Because some things were just like bubbling in my body when I was watching this season right now. The first thing is, I forgot someone who is important to the show, Fantana. I'm going to introduce you guys to other celebrities down the line, but those are like the main ones. So we have Fantana also, who is Ghanaian, and I think she was raised in America because she has an American accent, and I would say she's very much American, but then again, that's just my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna start with Fantana, guys. So Fantana comes on the show as a dancehall artist from Ghana. And, when she first came, I was expecting to see some music, because I do music too, guys, but like, I'm not on the show saying I'm here as a musician, you know what I'm saying? But she came there as a dancehall artist from Ghana, but we never saw any music. And I think for the longest time, we're wondering, like, Fantana, when are you going to drop a song? When are you going to drop something? Anything except comments at Zari. You know what I'm saying? Nothing ever dropped, so we're thinking, okay, fine. Maybe she's warming up to the show. Maybe, she's getting more into reality, whatever. The song never dropped. Now, Fantana is friends with Nadia. Very good friends with Nadia. Nadia, the artist also. And Fantana is dating Diamond Platnumz, who is Zari's baby daddy. And like I said, Fantana's from the US, so you know how they be talking. They be talking a little bit crazy. They're like, yeah, bitch, you're this, you're that, you're that. And they be running their mouths a little bit. And they stand on business, or they sound like they stand on business. We don't know. But she had issues with Zari because Zari stirs the pot. You know what I'm saying? Zari is like the villain. Zari is like, let me poke you and poke you and poke you and poke you and poke you until you do something. And let's see what you can do when you do it. Because you know why? She's the boss lady. And she has kids with diamonds. So one thing I would say is, guys and women, You can never compare to a woman who has a child with a man. Even if the man is not good to this woman, even if the man treats her like, she still has his kids, which means to a certain level, she has, what I think, that she has some power, I would say, over him. Because especially if it's a woman who has custody of the kids, it's like, which is very wrong, but some women use their kids to get at their exes or their spouses or whatever. So that could be a situation also. So you should be very careful how you tread with men who have kids with other women, especially women who are still in the man's lives, as Zari was. Now, Zari and Diamond Platinum are not together. But sometimes, guys, you know when you can just feel like the energy is giving, I might just still want you, or I might just take you from your girl just so that she knows I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take your man if I want to. That's the kind of energy that Zari is giving. And Fontana is like, I'm not here for all of that. Like we said, guys, Zari, she's in her villain era and she's standing on it. So she don't have time. She pokes people, but she doesn't really care. It doesn't seem like she really cares because she's about her business. She's doing her own thing. So now Fontana's whole, what would I call it, whole script for season 3 is that she gets pregnant, or we think she gets pregnant with Diamond Platinum's child. And all of her friends, everyone in the scene were like, no, girl, I hope you're not pregnant. Like, that man is not serious. I hope, listen, I don't know if it's in all West African countries, but back home in Cameroon, there's no such thing as a boyfriend. I don't know how life is now, but I never grew up understanding the concept of you're allowed to have a boyfriend. This is the guy you want to marry. This is the man you want. Even if you've known him for 2 seconds and you're bringing him, you're introducing him, you're giving him access to whatever, he should be your husband or a wife. You know what I'm saying? So when she said, I think I might be pregnant, I haven't had my period, Nadia was like, baby girl, you cannot be pregnant. You cannot be pregnant. Even Swanky, who is from Nigeria, was like, I will tell your parents. It's like, no, don't tell my parents. No, don't tell my... Then why are you exposing yourself on reality TV like that? What do you mean? Was she thinking her parents would see it? But then the fact that she was so adamant to him telling her parents, and how long it took for her to get the pregnancy test, it was so obvious that it was just a part of the plot. Because, like, baby girl, just pee on it. Like, if I wanted to know if I was pregnant right now, it's gonna take me less than 20 minutes to find out, Like, we don't need to drag it out. That's number one. Number two, why would you want a kid with a man who openly says on the internet that you guys are just smashing? Do you know what smashing means? Smashing means it's a sneaky link. But in you guys' case, it's an open link. The link is so open that everyone knows that it's open. And the man literally said, when, I don't know if it was Swanky, someone said, yeah, you should go to Ghana and meet her parents if she's pregnant with your child. He said, nah, I don't do... Diamond said, I don't do that. Diamond said, I don't engage in meeting people's parents. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. Maybe push out some kids left and right, score some goals, but nothing serious. This is not AFCON. So that's Fontana's whole story. And everyone is looking to the side wondering, like, why is this girl not doing anything for us? Like, literally, her whole time on the show, we've been waiting to see some music, something. And also, which is a very good point, it's like, I feel like either way, it's a win or lose situation. Because let's say she's dating Diamond, or they're not dating, or they're just smashing, or whatever it is. She's in contact with Diamond, intimate. Why haven't you made a song with this man? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is stopping you from basically taking the opportunity that you have, to push your own career? Because, like I said, the guy is not serious. So he can decide that tomorrow I don't want to smash anymore. And that's going to be it. You understand? So I don't understand why she hasn't made music with him. But then on the flip side, I feel like maybe she thinks if she does music with him, people are going to be like, oh, it's like you're with him to gain something, or you slept with him so he can produce you or whatever. So I feel like either way it's going to be a battle. But she needs to choose the one that benefits her. That's what I think, at least. So that's Fontana. And Nadia was standing on business this whole season. Nadia was advising her, say, listen, this man is using you. He's playing you. From my opinion, I think she knows, but I think that maybe she has this like, he's my trick mentality. Like, so I think that maybe for her, she's like, okay, I'm getting something from this relationship too. Not everyone needs to understand what we're doing, but as long as she understands, that's the tea. And if that's the case, it's completely fine. So I feel like, I deep down feel like she knows what she's doing. She's playing along. Yes, as a woman, I feel like we almost always never win, because you can feel like you're getting something from him still, but like the emotional damage, you don't know how much emotional damage has been done until after. Because now you think that, okay, you guys are smashing, he's fucking with you, he likes your energy, the man will change his mind tomorrow, or he's going to get another woman pregnant. He's going to focus now on that woman, stop focusing on you, and then now it's going to be an issue. But there cannot be any issue because he said it online. We are just smashing. That was so, like the way he said it with his full chest, which is one thing I don't know about, like, African men are so, they baffle me. Like, they never cease to amaze me. With this man's full chest, he said, I'm knocking someone's daughter, but I will not meet her parents. Even if she was pregnant, even if she has a kid, I want the child, but I won't meet the parents. How does that make sense in your medulla? How does that make sense in your medulla oblongata? How? How does that make sense? I yap, you yap, we yap together. I yap, you yap, we yap together. So let's leave Fantana to the side, yeah? Now we jump to Nadia. So Nadia in season 3, she's going through a loss of her partner who is deceased, rest in peace. But even still, she's trying to show up, like, people deal with grief differently. I'm the type of person, it doesn't even have to be grief. It can just be a situation where I'm unhappy or I'm sad or I'm overthinking about something. And I isolate myself. I stay home. My friends don't see me as much. I'm not as active as I usually am on social media. So those who know me may know that, okay, girl, what's up with you? Are you alive? Like, what's happening? But people who don't know you, like, might just assume that everything is fine and not understand why. Let's say, for example, you're not as active or you're not as open to hanging out or have so much time. So I really recommend her for how she's handling it and just being on the show, because it's not easy. It's like you feel like your world is crashing, but you need to continue to live because they would want you to live, but it's so difficult to live without them. But it's like, it's a lot. So I really commend her for how well she did on this season. Also, shout out to her for being such a good friend to Fantana, because we need friends. Listen, you need a friend that when you're making a decision that's going to affect your life, especially in the sense of you carrying a child for someone, a friend who is going to tell you, babes, nah, babes, I don't think he's serious. Babes, check this. Babes, he's manipulating you. He's using you. He's confusing you. I think it's so important to have friends like that, especially friends you call close friends, because sometimes it's easy to get blinded by love or what you think is love or lust or whatever. You're lonely, you want someone there so you don't see the signs. Sometimes we see the red flags and we think they are purple or we think they are orange, or we'll just become colorblind because you really want something to work with someone that you don't want to accept it. So I really like that she was always telling her, like, babe, I think he's using you, he's confusing you. And I like the fact that she even spoke to Diamond and was like, what are you doing to my girl? Like, I'm the kind of person too, like, if a guy is talking to my shiesty and I can see that he's moving shiesty, I'll talk to her and I'll talk to him too. I say, listen, she's not the one you should be playing with. If you are idle and you have nothing better to do with your life, go and speak to your parents. Go and hang out with your siblings. Don't hang out with my friend and be confusing her. But then, of course, you need to give them time to realize the situation they're in. Sometimes you need to go through something to learn from it. And I guess that's just the case. Maybe with Fantana, we never know. Now, that's Nadia. Nadia, let me plug her. I know she has a makeup brand. I don't remember what it's called. But I know she has a makeup brand, so you guys can check it out. And she does music. Braga! Okay. But, so yeah, that is Nadia. That's Fantana. Then let's go to Diamond. Diamond is toxic. Hey! When we say toxic African man, he's the stereotype in the box. You know what I'm saying? He's the kind of person who will be like, I can cheat on you with 100 girls, but I still love you. Like, but you're, or the kind of man who will tell you, like, when I was cheating on you, when I was on top of her, I was thinking about you. He's the kind of man who will tell you, like, listen, I've been through all these other girls while I was with you, but none of them compared to you. What? So Diamond obviously cannot keep his junk in his pants because I think he's a worldwide renowned player. He's a play like it's so irritating to watch because you can't even blame him because he's open about you. You can tell that that's what he wants. He has girlfriends in every center corner of the world, and I don't even blame the girls because you know what? He's fine, and he's diamond platinum. You know what? And he knows he's diamond platinum. Zzz, diamond platinum. Zzz, zzz. Got these girls buzzing like bees. Shit. So he is so toxic. He said online, like, yeah, Fantana and I were just smashing. So Kife, I think it's Kife or Kefi. Kife, I think. She's a new personality that was introduced in season 3. And Diamond, when he saw her, he was like, let me toast this one because, she looks sweet. Sweet like sugar. I want her in my tea. So he invites her on a date. She goes on a date, being the girl that she is. I think in her mind, she was thinking, if I call Fantana to come and see what he's talking about or how he's addressing her, maybe it's going to light a bulb in her head and she's going to think, okay, maybe this is not the man I want to have kids with. Maybe I should focus on my music, something. So Diamond invites Kife on a date. She comes, she tells Fantana. Right before Fantana comes, Diamond was like, yeah, we're just smashing, we're not together. After everyone is thinking they're boyfriend, girlfriend at this point, they're nothing, guys. So Fantana comes. Fantana was like, how would you feel if I said you were just my trick? How would you feel? This man doesn't care. If you call him a trick, if you call him a simp, if you call him a whatever you want to call him, he doesn't care. This man brings you flowers from, was it Uganda? Or where did the flower? Hi! Men can lie. Women lie too. Don't go and say, Megan said men are lying, blah, blah. But women lie too. But he said he bought the flowers. Which country was it from? Tanzania? I think, yeah, maybe it was Tanzania. He said these flowers are from Tanzania. So you flew on the plane with roses from Tanzania to South Africa. You couldn't buy it in South Africa. That's how they take and toast girls. And some of us, we really want to be because, oh my God, he's so sweet. He's not. He's lying. My sister is lying. Don't listen to him. So that's Diamond. Him and Zari, he basically said, if I wanted her back, I could get her. They have kids together, and I think he doesn't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize his opportunities to see his kids or to be with his kids, to be with his family. I think maybe that deep down to the core, he really is a family guy, but he just thinks with the thing in between his legs too much. You know what I'm saying? Like some men are just not ready to settle down. Some men never want to settle down because the life of a player is sweet. They don't lose anything. It's mostly the women, because when you end up pregnant, now you have a child. It's easier for a man to leave than for a woman. You abandon your child. I think it's harder on the women because now your body is ready to breastfeed a child that, let's say, if you give for adoption, you don't have. You're ready. You're mentally thinking about all the promises that the guy made to you. You're thinking about all the sweet things he was telling you, how you went through the pregnancy alone. Like no one was there for you when you a lot of trauma, I feel, is put upon the women more than the guys. So Diamond's the kind of man, I think he wants kids everywhere, but he doesn't want to commit to one woman because, as some men say, why would you eat kebab every day when you can eat kebab, pasta, pizza, pesto, everything? So I think that's where Diamond is. But on one side, I don't know if I can even blame him because he's so open with his playerness that you would think that women will see through it. But sometimes, like I said, you are blind. For whatever reason, you see the charm. He's very charming. Who knows? Maybe I would have fallen if he would have spoken to me in those words. If he would have told me I brought these flowers from Tanzania, Megan, just for you, sweetie baby, Dali sweetie, I would have believed him too. So Diamond, it's like, he just comes and goes as he pleases. He does what he wants, when he wants, and to who he wants to. Now, Zari, who is his baby mama, before she was single, or if I remember correctly, she was single in the other episodes. But now, season 3, she gets married to Shakib. We love Shakib. A gentleman who is affirmative, who says what he wants, who speaks his mind without shouting, without raising his voice. He just tells you how it is. He listens before he speaks, and he helps you understand your own feelings. What more do you want? You know, when I first saw the wedding, I was thinking like maybe he's too calm for Zari. Or, I don't know. But then again, women that are fiery, I can be fiery too, guys. Don't get it confused. Like, I have energy. Women who are a bit more fiery need someone who is a little calmer. Because sometimes we're in our hormones, we're in our feelings, we're in our menstrual cycle, and we're going a bit crazy. And we're like, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. It's not that deep. So that's Shakib. But now Shakib is worried that the relationship between Zari and Diamond is not just on a friendly basis. Because like, yes, they have kids together, but like I said, guys, we can feel the tension. There's a bit of energy. And so Zari is trying to reassure him there's nothing between me and Diamond. He's just saying this thing to get under your skin. But Shakib is like, he's telling me A, B, C, D. And I understand where Shakib is coming from. Because me, if a woman woke up to me and told me like, oh, if a woman had kids, let's say with the man I'm talking to, and she came to me and she said, yeah, he still wanted me to have his kids because he wanted to have one baby mama or kids with the same mom. Even if she's lying, it would still hurt me, or it would still get to me to an extent, because I'll be like, what if? What if he was insinuating it, but he didn't say it directly? What if it came out of pocket? What you start doubting it. And if the person isn't good at reassuring you, I can see where like you start having insecurities around that situation and the relationship. But she really tried. She was like, nothing is going on between me and him. He's just saying these things. Diamond was like, I have messages. He was like, messages? Zari, what are the messages? Zari is like, there are no messages. So I feel like there's more to the story. I think season 4 is going to be coming out. So I'm so excited for that one too. So that's where the three of them stand. I wouldn't even say it's a trio because, like I said, Diamond doesn't care. He's out there living his life. I think all he wants to do is just to stir the pot a bit. I think Diamond and Zari, I think both of them, they are both villains. Let me put it like this. They are both villains. Maybe that's why, when fire and fire go together, it's too much. It's like both of them are gasoline. So they couldn't be together. But now that they have kids, they are always going to be connected regardless. Now that's Zari. Okay. Zari, on the other hand, has always had issues with Annie. If you guys are watching this video today, apparently Tu Baba announced that they're going to get a divorce. In the beginning, I was thinking maybe it was just for the plot, but my mom was like, yeah, my mom watches the show too. She sent me a review. So my mom was like, I think it's true. I think that she's been through so much emotional abuse with that man, because the man has kids left, right, center. And he's not the only one, which is what I was going to say, like, I don't know where this boldness or this energy comes from African men thinking that it's okay for them to have a wife, have kids, have children, basically illegitimate children outside of the marriage. Even if it's not a marriage, you have kids with the woman, you're promising her the moon, the sun, the stars, and then you go and have kids with some other people outside somewhere. And it's almost like they expect the women to accept it. It's almost like they expect us to be like, well, at least he's coming home to me. That's the bare minimum. You should be coming home. It shouldn't be a thing that at least he's coming home to me. You have kids. And I think a lot of men forget that how they act is an example of the kind of men their daughters would date. And I can only speak from experience too. Sometimes I've dated a narcissist. Do you understand? And I had to check myself after. I was like, what is it in me that's making me fall for men like this? What is it in me that's making me accept behavior like this? It's because, when your daddy wasn't there, like your daddy should have been, or your daddy was outside doing whatever he was doing, scoring goals, you start searching for someone who can give you that affection, that love and attention. And since you're used to almost fighting for it, to get it from your parents, let's say your dad, being in a toxic relationship, being in a relationship that's abusive, for you, it's not painful enough, or it's not as painful as being alone. So I think that's one of the reasons why we stay, because we think like, I can make it work. I can make it work. I can get it. Like, you're used to the chase. You're used to like begging for it so much that you don't see the damage that it's causing you. It's causing you more damage than good. So I understand when people say Annie is going through a lot. When you just watch the season 3 and you see her, like, even I in the beginning, I was like, why is she shaking her head? Like, why is Annie shaking her head? I'm like, is she okay? Like, you can tell that something happened, and every other problem, every other action is just a distraction to the main cause of what happened, right? So then it comes out that, oh, they're getting a divorce. And I was like, it's probably issues that have been happening in the marriage that she couldn't talk about, or she didn't feel safe enough to talk about. Because again, you're being attacked by the people on camera. You're being attacked left and right for things that you did or you said 2 seasons ago. And it's like, I felt like there was no space for her to bring up the new issues that she had. And even if she had brought it up, I feel like it would have been dismissed to the point where it was like, okay, it's just an excuse, you know? So I feel so bad for her thinking about it now. Like, no woman wants to go through cheating. No man either. I don't think anyone would like to be cheated on. And I think emotional abuse can be more severe than the physical, because the physical, at least you can see the scars, you can remember, you can laugh at it, you know how you felt at that time, and you can tell how far you've come, and people can see it and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you've been through this, I can see that you fell, and scratch your hand, are you okay? But when it's emotional abuse or mental, you can't see it, so you can't tell how the person is feeling or what the person has been through. And again, guys, people deal with things differently. Some women or some men, they can get cheated on and they can forgive their spouses, like genuinely forgive their spouses, move on. Yes, it's a hurtful situation, but like they are able to deal with it and move on. Not everyone. I don't know how I'll be able to deal with someone sleeping with someone else, my man sleeping with someone else, having a child with them, like expecting me to accept it. And then it's not like it's a one-time mistake. This is something that has been done over and over and over and over again. It's like you can only say sorry for your actions for so long, you know. That's that you can only say sorry for so long. And the fact that she stayed with him, stayed by his side, you can really see how much love she had for this man. I think she would have given her own life for this man, and he does that. So please, everyone on the internet going after Annie, I would also say that she needs to take accountability for her actions sometimes. Like, sometimes it's okay to just be like, you know what, that was not my intention, I am sorry, and then you move on. Don't be like, yes, this happened. I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do. Sometimes you need to train yourself to take accountability, because maybe you're always used to defending yourself, that you're always on the defense, and you don't see that, okay, you could have been the one to trigger a situation or to like ignite something. Sometimes you can hurt someone unintentionally, and when you're used to being dismissed or used to being the problem, I would say, I can see how it's easy for you to always be on the defense, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And it's like, it's okay to make mistakes, guys. We're only human beings. We're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna say something out of anger. You're gonna say something out of jealousy or whatever it is. But like, how you react after or how you act after, I think that's the most important thing. If you just say, you know what, it was not my intention, I'm so sorry, and then it's up to the other person how they want to take it, if they want to accept your apology, and if they don't, that's also okay. But you can move on with your life. Like, I don't think we should bury ourselves underground just because you made a mistake or just because you did something you're not proud of. Like, we're all human beings, and that's that, guys. So that's the whole Annie situation. So everyone on the internet, she's getting so much hate. Like, hi, everyone on the internet, please. She's only a human being. I beg, don't finish our sister. Like, she's going through a lot. It's not easy. I think more information is going to come out, hopefully soon, about what is really happening to her and how we can be of help. But she's been through a lot, yo. I think maybe two of us been through a lot too. We don't know, but we're waiting for information to come out. Now, that's enough about Annie. I yap, you yap, we yap together. I yap, you yap, we yap together. Louis! For those who have watched, you know who Louis is. I think Louis is Zimbabwean. My English teacher, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, Tanzanian. I think he's Tanzanian. But yeah, so Louis basically in season, did he come in season 2? Louis has been like I would say, the little bit of a pushover. People will toast him left and right. He won't say anything. Only in the confessions will you hear him speak his mind. Season 3, Louis said, I'm standing on business. Louis said, if you come for me, I'll come for you. Yeah? He said, I don't care if you're a man, a woman, a girl, or in between. If you come for me, I'll come for you. Now, his issue was he has been rejected by his family because of some religious reasons. So he's no longer a part of the community because he had sex on TV. And so he can't have communication with his sisters or his siblings. And they can't speak to him either, because if they speak to him, they're going to go against the rules, basically. And they also will be pushed out of the community. Why do we do this to our kids? I feel like unconditional love should be the love you get from your parents or the people closest to you, which should be your parents or your family. So if your family can't even understand or forgive you, not even forgive you, because it's more like he made a mistake. He embarrassed himself and his community and his family, but he made a mistake. Can you guys imagine how he feels knowing that he had sex on TV and this is the reaction he's getting? So I feel like African parents should be more understanding to their kids sometimes. Yes, I understand you can tell him he did wrong. What he did was bad. He should have not done it. It's fine. But if you're rejecting your own child, how do you expect the world to accept them? Who are you expecting to accept him if you are refusing to accept him and he's your child? So I feel really bad for him, and which is why he said he wants to get a child. He wanted to find a surrogate in season 3. And so Ini Edo, for those who are watching Nigerian movies, I grew up watching Ini Edo. back in that era. But so Annie Edo is in season 3 now from Nigeria, and basically she has been through the same thing. So Louis was basically trying to get advice from her, ask her questions on how he should move forward, what he should think about finding a surrogate. But things went left because of how they did it. It was almost like they were parading, is this woman good enough to be the surrogate? If not, Annie Edo should tell them. And so she felt a certain type of way in that situation, and it was a whole beef going on. But everyone is friends now. But like from that situation, I would say it's so sad to see that sometimes the people who you expect unconditional love from, understanding and forgiveness, you don't get it from. And with that, it hurts you so deeply, creates a space in your heart that you feel unaccepted by the world and by everyone else. Even when people accept you, it's going to be hard for you to take it in or believe it, because you're like, why would this stranger accept me if my own mother or my own father cannot accept me? Why would they love me unconditionally if my own mother and father cannot love me unconditionally? And this is, I think, internal trauma that a lot of kids carry in life, why people have trust issues because something has happened, you made a mistake, no one around you understands, no one around you can be on your side, and so you cannot forgive yourself because you're longing for understanding. And then that's how you become, I guess you start digging your grave more because you're searching for something from somewhere you can never get, So I felt so bad for him, I could empathize with him. But then on the other side, it was like, we need another storyline, please. Please, is anything else happening in your life? I wanted to know more about the characters. I wanted to know more about what exactly are they doing in Africa? What exactly do they do for the African community? Why are they famous? Except like Diamond, I know, because everyone knows who Diamond Platnumz is. He makes music, that's what he does. He's famous for that. But like Louis, for example, I've heard a little bit, he sells, I don't know if he sells wine or what. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comment section. But I know he has businesses, but I would have loved to see more of their businesses. I would have loved for them to plug more. I feel like it was just so much drama upon drama upon drama upon drama. It's good TV, but still, we needed more. We needed more, guys. We needed more. So Annie Edo comes in now. She stirs the pot a little bit. She and Annie are from the same village, if I remember correctly. So they're friends from before. And she was basically trying to get everyone else in the group on good graces with Annie. But it kind of backfired because, again, accountability needs to be taken. But everyone needs time to deal with stuff when they are ready. Annie did plan a little, or she collaborated with Swanky to plan a get-together. But they didn't tell people. No, was it Swanky or Naked? With Naked. To have a get-together, But they didn't tell people that it was Annie's idea. And she was doing it to apologize. But since people felt ambushed, she didn't really have the space to express what she wanted to express. And things started getting out of hand because, guys, this group can argue. Hey, I'm sure they're popping Paracet left and right after every episode because, even I get tired of watching it. So before she could get to the apology, people were fighting. People were saying that's when Nadia just poured out her heart on everything that's been happening. Take accountability. They started going back and forth. And I think, they didn't see the effort that Annie was trying to put and why they had to get together anyway. So I felt like that was a bit of a sad situation. But, they were looking good. It was good TV. I think, the production was very nice. The quality was amazing. People were coming out of jets. I could see red carpets. I was like, okay, I would love to be on that one day. So let me get famous very quickly and very swiftly and very fast, guys. And for that to happen, please follow the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. I'm going to yap some more. And I'm going to talk about the last couple, Kaylee and Naked, before I leave. If there's anyone I haven't spoken about, you guys would like me to do a debrief about them or the situation, I can do it in another episode, but I don't want it to be too long. So let us talk about the last couple, Naked and Kaylee. So Naked and Kaylee have been together and boyfriend and girlfriending since January. Since season 1. Now, my issue with this is season 3, their whole storyline was Kaylee wants to get married. Naked doesn't feel ready, or he feels like, why ruin it when it's going good, Because, correct me if I'm wrong, he's had 2 failed marriages. And I think we don't really think about maybe the fear men may have or how they may feel when it comes to, getting married. It's a commitment. It's a big commitment. Nobody wants to fail at marriage. I don't think anyone gets into marriage with the intention of not making it work. And so having 2 failed marriages, I can understand where you feel like the third time needs to be exceptional. I need to make sure that all the mistakes I made the first, second, and third time, I don't make them again. But with marriage, guys, you never know. You never know. You might start off with someone and everything is perfect and you guys plan to get married. You get married and somewhere along the line, you disagree on something. Something that you maybe agreed on before and someone changes their mind. It could be whatever, and someone decides not to stay because of that. So you never know what is going to happen. As long as you guys have good intentions, as long as you guys get into the relationship wanting each other, wanting to be together, wanting to start a family, that's just the best you can do, So she wants to get married. He feels like he's not ready. But then she's like, it's been 4 years. How many years do you need to figure out if you're ready? And I agree. If I date a man 4 years down the line and he's still telling me he's unsure if he wants to marry me, why are you wasting my life? Why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting my energy? That's the thing. If I'm doing all wifey duties, if I'm giving you everything that you need, you have all access to me, I'm showing you that I want you, I'm loyal to you, I want to have a family with you. It's been 4 years. Make up your mind. You cannot tell me that you're not ready. And also, one thing I didn't like in episode 3 was that it felt like everyone's opinion mattered more than Kaylee's opinion. Why does all of your friends have to tell you that marry her, she's a good girl, she loves you, before you finally get the courage, the balls, and the manhood to ask her to marry you? Because then it doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel like, why does her opinion doesn't matter more than everyone else's? That's one thing I don't like when it comes to being in a relationship with someone. You want to feel like your opinion matters the most. You want to feel prioritized. So in situations like this, about stuff that's very important, I understand wanting to get advice from friends. I understand wanting to speak to people who are closest to you, because sometimes you need a confidence boost. But then also the way he asked, guys, let me tell you guys, they said, for those who have not seen it, hey, I felt so bad for my sister. So they basically go for an event. The event goes left, right, center, and all the other corners of the world. And then he was like, okay, fine, I'm going to get up, leave this place with my girl because I don't like the energy here, blah, 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 blah. They go, I don't know if they go home or they go to a restaurant and they sit and talk, and then he goes, yeah, would you marry me? So half-assed. Why are the flowers? Where is the plane saying, would you marry me? Where is the helicopter? with my name on it saying, will you marry me? So we left an event, which was, guys, imagine. So she's already angry. She's stressed out. She's tired because of the whole situation. And now you're asking her to marry you after she's basically been begging you and begging you and begging you. I did not like that at all. And women, guys, before, don't get me wrong, I probably said it somewhere that I would propose to a man. Hey, someone could have slapped me. Somebody should have slapped me. What did I know? I don't know anything. I was young. Listen, if you have to beg a man to propose to you, if a man is not willing, if he's not telling you, if he's not reassuring you, like, this is what I want, you are who I want, you are what I want, there's nothing you can do, because you can respect a man, you can love him, you can give him everything you want, but if he doesn't love you more than you love him, there's always a chance that he will maltreat you, he will disrespect you, he will leave you. So please, choose you. Choose yourself. Choose a man that chooses you. Choose a man that is going to uplift you. Choose a man that is so sure and secure in wanting you and wanting to be with you, that even when you're like doubting, I don't know if this is what I want, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage, like, I don't know if I'm ready to be a mom, he's going to be the one. Don't worry, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be there when you're pregnant. I'm going to be there when we go to the hospital. I'm going to massage your feet. That is what you want to hear from a man who you want to spend the rest of your life with. Not someone who's going to say, are you not happy? Why? Because you have a pool at home? If I'm telling you I'm unhappy, and I'm telling you why I'm unhappy, and you're asking me, I thought you were happy, it means you did not listen to what I was trying to tell you. It means you did not listen to me when I was speaking, because I was telling you we have everything, but I'm unhappy. What I want is a marriage. What I want is commitment, to know that this is headed somewhere. Because guys, you start off a relationship as getting to know someone. Then you become boyfriend and girlfriend. Then it's like, after boyfriend and girlfriend, there needs to be a next step. You know, like, it needs to be a journey together. There needs to be milestones in a relationship. When there are no milestones, people start getting bored. Stuff start happening. They start thinking, maybe I made the wrong choice. Maybe the grass is greener on the different side. Maybe I should go somewhere else. But then again, that's just my opinion. We can't tell people how to live their lives. I said it in the beginning, like, sometimes you need to be ready to walk away from something. No matter how much your friends tell you, no matter how much your family tells you that something is not good for you or not right for you or not enough, you need to get to that point yourself where you realize, I want better for myself. I deserve better. I deserve the best of the best and even more. You understand? So that's just a little debrief of the season 3. It's like I've entered my, what would I call it? My reality TV era. I started watching Love Island. Hey, even that one, Seth. I won't get into it today, guys. I won't get into it today. Don't listen to me. I'm 22. What do I know about love? What do I know? But this is a bit of a debrief. This is just a debrief of the season 3 of Young, Famous, and African. Yeah. I keep saying Young, Rich, and African because are they even rich? I don't know. I need to check. But guys, I hope you guys like this episode. If there's anything that you would like to say, or if you have an opinion about the characters, about Annie, about Tubaba, about Diamond Platinums, if you think Diamond is not a player, if you think he's just a man, because I know some women who say men will cheat, it's okay, that's how they are, and they just stay with the man. Me, I can never. I'll cut your thing. If I catch you, if any woman ever comes up to me and say, you know your man, me and him were doing listen, any guy I've ever dated, I've always told them, if you ever cheat on me, pray to God I don't burn down your house. And maybe it's an empty threat, but you never know. You know, sometimes you need to act crazy so that some people will stay, they'll keep it together. But yeah, I have been your host, Megan Albright, and this has been the iYAP podcast. If you have anything to say, please say it in the comment section. I hope you guys like this episode. If you want me to do more reviews or debriefs on like videos or stories or series, whatever, let me know in the comment section. You can always send me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is It's Megan Albright. And if you guys would like us to start a conversation online surrounding any topic, be it men who are not faithful, be it fathers who cannot teach their daughters how a man should treat them, be it women who don't love themselves enough to walk away when they're in a bad situation, be it friends who need to talk more to their friends and tell them that boy is not good for you, leave that man alone, Whatever it is, we can yap together because I yap, you yap, we yap together. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.